another blockbuster year for Hollywood. The motion picture Interview with the Vampire did over $100 million business, over 100.
Elliot Goldenthal for Interview with the Vampire.
Neil Jordan, and I'm here to introduce Interview with the Vampire, a movie about the saddest vampires you'll ever see.
I wanted Interview with the Vampire to be a departure. I wanted to, first of all, I always thought the vampire was the interesting one.
Interview with the Vampire, as every good story probably had.
And David Geffen, as far as I know, became the real hero of Interview with the Vampire. He decided.
I use the books as a reference for me, and you know, you have to read them, especially Interview with the Vampire, because it's from Louis' point of view. You have to read it very carefully to find the clues to who Lestat is.
In art direction are
Interview with the Vampire. Art direction by Dante Ferretti, set decoration by Francesca Lo Schiavo.
A vampire. Why? A vampire. You know, I grew up watching Creature Feature. Did anyone watch that Creature Feature? You know, on Fright Night. And I used to watch it actually with my father and my mother, and when they were out on Saturday nights with my sisters, and I just love scary movies, and I've had a fascination with vampires, and I like the book Interview with the Vampire. And
Tom Cruise plays the immortal vampire Lestat in Interview with the Vampire, one of the new movies we're going to be reviewing this week. It goes on time.
And I'm Gene Siskel of the Chicago Tribune. Our first film is the eagerly awaited Interview with the Vampire, and now it's finally time to... I haven't really shown you the best part of Interview with the Vampire, and that's the production design of the...
Cruise and Nicole Kidman, Interview with the Vampire, the world premiere.
In honor of you having your breakthrough performance in Interview with the Vampire.
Oh,
Probably
they show Interview with the Vampire during Halloween.
Kirsten, I loved you in Interview with the Vampire.
Thank you.
Of course, that gave us one movie that I liked very much, Interview with the Vampire, but
she says, "Dear Anne, I love both the book and the movie of Interview with the Vampire very much."
And even though I loved Interview with the Vampire, that certainly...
Vampire book, Interview with the Vampire, which
at the time I wrote Interview with the Vampire, certainly...
It's called The Vampire Chronicles by Anne Rice. Vampire Lestat, Interview with the Vampire, and...
Anne Rice's first novel, Interview with the Vampire, comes...
Involved again with Interview with the Vampire. David Geffen, I mean, you could walk in, off the street and you would know this was Interview with the Vampire if you'd read it 15 years ago and barely remembered it.
Anne Rice, the film Interview with the Vampire opens today.
I read Interview with the Vampire, I believe, when I was 13.
Wow. And Interview with the Vampire, for me, was a door to reality art. Now Interview with the Vampire is going to change everything this week. To love, a movie based on your book. And Interview with the Vampire is a very weird book.